So in this video, we are going to discuss on the topic which is nothing but the problem which is based on the impulse response of a system which is given. Okay. So you can see the image of a system which is actually given. So from this image, we can see that you have a signal which is x of n, and it is split among two different parts. One is the actual signal, which is a power of n into u of n, which gets combined with del of n minus 1, and the another one is del of n minus 1, which is getting combined with a of n into u of n. So both the signals are added together to get an output which is y of n. Okay. So here u of n will denote the unit step signal, and del of n minus 1 will denote the delta signal. We all know that the condition of unit step signal is that the signal will be positive and it will have an amplitude of 1, and the signal amplitude will be 1 starting from the point 0 to infinitive. And in case of del of n signal, we know that the delta signal will be only available at the 0th point. So let me draw it here. So you have a signal which is u of n, and its amplitude will be 1 starting from 0 to infinitive, and at other points the value will be 0. And in case of del of n signal, it is you have del of n and the value will be 1 at the point 0, and at the other points the value will be 0. So here you have an input signal which is x of n, and you have a signal. So these two is getting convoluted and these two is getting convoluted. The final output y of n will be equal to the sum of the convoluted signal of these two branches. Hope you got an idea of what is this problem and what is the thing which we actually have to find. So continuing with the solution part, as we were discussing earlier, we know that you have a signal which is x of n, and which is going to be your input. So the output y of n will depend on both of these signals addition, right? So these two blocks are actually cascaded with each other, and we can also see that the below block is also cascaded with each other, right? So what I'm going to do is, for in case of simple representation, I'm going to represent this first block as h1 of n and second block as h2 of n. Similarly, I'm going to represent this as h3 of n and this one as h4 of n. As I've stated earlier, this signal is going to be actually convoluted with this signal, and this signal is going to be convoluted with this signal, right? So how I'm going to determine is the first cascade signal as h dash of n, which will be equal to this signal h1 of n, which is getting convoluted with this signal h2 of n. So in case of equation, I can write it as h dash of n will be equal to h1 of n in convolution with h2 of n. Similarly, this cascade I am going to determine as h double dash of n, okay, which will be equal to h3 of n in convolution with h4 of n. So the signal output y of n, which is nothing but the addition between h dash of n and h double dash of n, okay. So how could I actually represent it? I can represent y of n will be equal to h dash of n plus h double dash of n. I can represent it like this, okay. So next I want to define the system impulse response, which is h1 of n and h2 of n. It is cascaded, right? So h dash of n will be equal to h1 of n in convolution with h2 of n. We know that in case of convolution, one signal will remain the same and other one will be just the time shifted version of the original signal. Just ignore that in this case, because the one which I have here is nothing but the delta function, right? Okay, so if I consider this signal, I have a signal u of n and I also have a signal del of n minus 1, right? As we have discussed earlier, u of n will be positive from 0 to 1, 0 to infinitive. and for the time 0 to infinitive, and the delta function will be 1 in case of what? Only time t is equal to 0. And since it is minus 1, it will be shifted one step to the positive side, right? So if I represent this signal, so if I want to represent del of n minus 1, okay, it will be shifted one step. Since it is minus, it will be shifted towards positive side. So the amplitude will be equal to 1 at this point. And in case of u of n, the signal will be positive. Sorry, since it is u of n, I'll be having only discretized signal. So the amplitude will be equal to 1 starting from 0, so on up to infinitive, right? Okay, since I have a time shifted version here, what does actually convolution do? It just provides the output, right? It just provides the output only in the place where the overlap actually occurs. Am I correct? Yes. So if I time shift this signal, it will shift it towards positive side in the sense. So I'll have only the overlap at that point. That is the reason I have a to the power of n minus 1 u of n minus 1, because the signal actually overlaps only at that point. Only at n minus 1 the signal overlaps. So at the point wherever I have n, I'm just substituting it as n minus 1. So wherever the overlap happens, only in that time I can multiply both of these signal. That is the reason I get h dash of n is equal to a to the power of n minus 1 u of n minus 1. Similarly, I have to also define the h double dash of n, right? So as I have said earlier, x of n will be h dash of n, h double dash of n. So x of n will be nothing but the addition of both of these convoluted signals, h dash of n and h double dash of n. Okay. So if I define h double dash of n, h double dash of n will be equal to h3 of n in convolution with h4 of n. In this case, I have del of n minus 2. So, only at time n is equal to 2, the overlap will occur. So, here I am replacing all n with n minus 2. The reason is only at that point the convolution will occur, like similarity or both the signals overlap with each other, and at other points the overlap doesn't happen. Okay, that is the reason I get a of n minus 2, u of n minus 2. So y of n will be h dash of n plus h double dash of n, which will be equal to a to the power of n minus 1 u of n minus 1 plus a to the power of n minus 2 u of n minus 2. The addition symbol here is only because of the output depends both on the both of the convolutions addition. That is the reason here I am adding both of these value. Hope I have I hope that you have got a clear information how does this convolution actually works. Similar to the previous problem that we have discussed, here is another practice problem for you. I want you guys to practice this problem